Hi, so this is Aaron. This is a quick video just about a few Linux commands for beginners, just to get to know how to use the console and the operating system in general. I'm using Ubuntu 15.10. You can download it from ubuntu.com. Open source, totally free. Really recommend it. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to look at is opening the terminal. So to do that, all you need to do is press Control, Alt and T. As soon as you've pressed that, you see this little terminal appear, and it will also be on the side here. So that's it, Control Alt T, very simple, nothing tricky there. So say we want to navigate somewhere in the terminal, so we want to navigate to the home directory. Well, to do that, first you have to know where you are. So if you use the command pwd and press enter, it will show you the path that you're in. So all pwd stands for is print working directory. So you can see I'm in the home directory and then in the Aaron directory. So Aaron would just be like your C drive if you're on Windows. So say if I want to go to the home directory, which we can see is one up, all you would do is press cd space ... And now that there you can see has took me to my home directory. We can check that, pwd, yep, I'm in my home directory. So CD, it stands for change directory, and the two periods I used there mean parent directory. So you can use CD, change directory, space, ... parent directory. All that means is go up one. So say if I go back into home, and then Aaron, and then desktop. So don't worry about these commands yet, I will get onto them. Oh, what have I done wrong? Oh, I'm already in home. Aaron slash desktop. Okay, so now I'm in the desktop directory, which is what you see in here. Say that I want to go up two directories. All you would do is cd space ... dash ... dot. And what that basically means is that you're going to go up one directory, that's the first ... and then another one. So this should take me back home. Yep. So what it's done there is it skipped Aaron, gone straight to home. I'm in my home directory. So say if you were, pretend I had another desktop, another folder in my desktop. So it would be, you'd have Aaron, you'd have desktop, and then you'd have folder. If you wanted to go up three directories, you'd do ... dash ... and it would take you right back to home. Okay, next section. Let's explore the ls command. So Control Alt T, open up my terminal. Let's see where I am. pwd. So I'm in Aaron. So if I press ls now, what that's going to do is show me all the contents within Aaron. So basically ls stands for list directory contents. So ls, and you can see I've got some folders in there called desktop, documents, downloads, Dropbox. So we were in Aaron, we clicked ls, and now it's showing us all these. Just get rid of the hidden files, make it easier. So yeah, this is basically what you're seeing there. So ls, relatively simple. So if you want to go down into a directory, so say if we are, let's see where we are now. Okay, so we're in computer at the minute. So we're in the directory above home. So if I click ls, you can see that home is there. Now we've talked about going up directories. Let's just quickly talk about going down. So it's the same concept except without the dots. So say if I want to go into home, just press current directory home without the dots. There you go, I'm in home. pwd home. So let's go back up again. So again, we're in my computer if you like. We're not in home. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, I was going to show you how do we go down a few directories. So not just one. Say if you want to go down 3 levels. So again, let's pretend we're in my computer. I want to go down a few levels. So you just do current directory. Current directory home / Aaron / desktop. And there you go. I'm in my desktop. So I'll skip Aaron straight down to desktop. Okay, what do we have next? ls, if you want to go down. Oh yeah, so you can also have a combination of things. So let's just go up, see what we got. 1 second. ls. Okay, documents, Dropbox, music. Okay, let's go to music. So current directory, desktop. Okay, so say that I want to go up a directory and then down into a different directory. So up and down. So we're in desktop, current directory, go one level up, and then after going one level up, I want to go down into music. And there you are, you're in music. So you can do things like that too. Yep, okay. So that's everything to do with the terminal, current directory, pwd, and ls. Good. Okay, let's move on to a different task. Before we do that, just need to correct myself. I know I kept mumbling that cd equals current directory. It doesn't. In Linux, it's change directory. I'm just confusing myself with the Windows operating system. So we know ls shows you all the contents of a directory that you're already in. So you see desktop documents downloads, same here, desktop documents downloads. Now here on the UI you have this option called show hidden files. And when you do that, you can see the hidden files beginning with dot. So we have .barry, .adobe, pretty much a lot of dots here. .dolphin, .dropbox. Now what if we wanted to see that in the terminal? Well, there's loads of options you can use with commands, and if you ever want to know everything you can use with a command, all you need to do is do -- help after typing the command. So basically what that's saying is ls -- help, basically show me everything that I can do with ls. So if you scroll up, you'll have all the options, and the one we're interested in now is -a. Do not ignore entries starting with dot. Basically show hidden files. So let's try it out. ls, no hidden files. ls-a, boom, we see the normal files, desktop documents downloads, in addition to the hidden files, .barry, we've got .adobe, the ones we saw here. Now let's take this further. What if we only wanted to see the hidden files beginning with B? So it will be .b. Well, there's filtering options. So if you do ls-a .b star, what that means is show me all the hidden files beginning with .b. Now this bit here is what filters it with .b. If you put a star at the end, it means I only care about .b. Doesn't matter what comes after that. So if we do that, we can see .bash history, .bash logout, .bash rc, and .barry. Now where you see the blue line there, that's basically the contents of .barry. So it's showing you the directories and their contents. If we wanted to see it without the contents, it will be ls-a d.b. Now you only see .barry, .bash history, .bash logout, and .barry is highlighted blue because it's telling you that there's contents in there. So what's special about the D? Well, let's look it up. ls -- help. I want to see what D does. D. There, directory. List directories themselves, not their contents. And that's what we did. We used a combination of -a with D. Show me hidden files in this directory, but not their contents. There you go. That's exactly what we did. Okay, just before we left off, I was talking about the star when filtering searches. So if you do ls, shows you all the subjects. ls d star, what that means is show me all files beginning with D. Don't want to show the contents of them. Let's do that again. ls d star. Okay, so again, the -d, we already know that only shows us the directories. It doesn't go into the directories. And you can see there that the contents are blue, meaning, the names are blue, which means they have contents within them. So D star shows you everything beginning with D. ls-d dot D. Hopefully there's something beginning with D. I don't know if there is, but the star D means get me something ending with D. Get me everything ending with D. Let's have a look. Yep, I don't think there is one, so let's just pick a random one. Let's do S, because at least we got documents and downloads. So ending in S. So get me all directories ending in S. Again, so we have documents, downloads, notebooks, pictures, everything beginning with S. Now if we have star do, actually no, that's a bad one. Something, let's do O, let's just do O. So ls dash d star o star. Get me everything, well, get me all the directories that have the letter O in them. So we have core, desktop, documents. Every single one has an O within there. Okay, so ooh, core. Is core an actual? Where's core? Ah, so it does show files. Nice. So I stand corrected. Dash D shows you all files and directories, which is good, which is what we wanted. So to summarize, ls dash D with a letter and star, with the star at the end, says show me your files beginning with the letter. ls dash D with the star at the beginning is show me all files ending in D. And last but not least, ls dash D with the star, a letter and a star, show me all files that have the letter surrounded with the stars. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is the .bash history file. So what I am referring to is this file here, .bash history. If you show hidden files on the UI, you'll see it there as well, .bash history. We're not going to open it like that. Let's open it through the terminal. So gedit, which is my default text editor, I've got it open right now. And then you just type the file name, .bash underscore history. So what you're doing there is you're saying open this application, gedit, and open this file within it. You click enter, and you can see it's opened. Now what this contains is a history of all the commands you've been entering. So the reason why we have this here is for convenience. So if you press the up arrow on your terminal, so where is it? Yeah, press the up arrow in the terminal to access previous commands. So what was the last one we did? We did gedit.bash history. Click up, gedit.bash history, and then we did ls-a. And you can keep doing this, and it will show you all the commands you've done it in order. So this is one of the main reasons why we have this .bash history file, and that's how you can access it, view it, and just know what it does. I'm sure there's many other commands you can do, filter, but that's the basics of it, and that's all you need to know for now. Alright, so the next thing we're going to look at is how to make a directory. So let's see where we are. We're in Aaron, so we're in the home directory. It's great. So we've got desktop, documents, downloads. Now the command to make a directory is simple. It's mkdir, and it stands for make directory. And then all you have to do after that is type the name. So if we say Aaron's folder, if you do that, it's made it. Simple. Let's have a look. ls, and then you should see there Aaron's folder. Excellent. So let's go to Aaron's folder, current directory, Aaron's folder. Great, we're in here and there's nothing in there. Now if you want to create a file, the easiest way to do that is to simply use the touch command. And what this does is it just creates a new empty file. Nothing in there, just empty file. And you can also use it to touch a file. Literally just means literally touch a file and change the last modified date. So if I put Aaron's new file, and now do ls on Aaron's folder, you should see there Aaron's new file. So if we open it up in gedit, Aaron's new file, there you go. You see, it's opened it up. So let's actually just go to the folder and have a look ourselves. There it is, Aaron's new folder. Go inside, Aaron's new file. Simple. So where are we? Touch creates a new file. Make directory creates a new directory. Okay, now we're going to look at how to edit a file in the terminal and concatenate and add some paragraphs to it. So let's see where we are. ls. So we made a folder called Aaron's folder, and we had a file in there called Aaron's new file. So what we're going to do is use the cat command, which means concatenate, with eof, which means end of file. And once you type this in, all you do is enter the file name that you want to append your data to. So concatenate some data to Aaron's new file. Click enter, and you'll see the arrow appear. So you can literally start typing. This is the first line in my first paragraph. This is the second line in my first paragraph, so on and so forth. And then if you want to start your second paragraph, click enter again. New lines entered. It's exactly like a text editor. This is the second paragraph. I think you get the gist. And this is the fourth. And when you've finished, you just type EOF and voila, it's done. So let's check our file, gedit Aaron's new file. And there you see it. So ignore these. I was doing that a while ago, testing it out. But you can see you've got, this is the first line in my paragraph, you've got the second one, and you've got the third paragraph. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Okay, let's look at a different task. Let's go back to the folder we created, and let's make sure we have the file there. Yep, Aaron's new file. So we're going to look at the cat command, and what this basically stands for is concatenate. It enables you to mess about with files, do some fun stuff in there, and we'll show you one example now. So pretend we want to show the contents of a file and highlight every occurrence of a particular word. You do something like cat, the file name, and then you use this symbol here, and grep e color, and then what you want to search for. So I want to search for every occurrence of this line dollar, and then quote. And there you can see it shows you all the contents of the file in addition to the word that you were looking for, highlighted red. So I was searching for this, and obviously you can see every this with the capital T has been highlighted. If you just cross-reference the file, you know they're both exactly the same. So let's just quickly talk about some of the things we used in there. grep is a special option, or it's a command on its own as well, that you can use, and what that does is it enables you to apply patterns to your query. So we're saying show all the contents of Aaron's new file, and I want to highlight this word called this. That's a pattern. So you can see there in the quotations we have this, and then the line and the dollar. That is the pattern that we're searching for. So if we do it again, but this time we search for something else. Let me see if I can just expand this. So if we search for, let's say, paragraph, you can see it's highlighted everything. That's paragraph. So you can look up some of the other things you can do with cat and grep. There's loads of resources online, but that basically shows you how you can use that. Let's do some of the fun stuff. Let's look at easy one. So if we want to see how many lines we have in the file, or we want each line numbered, another relatively easy command is cat, then the n command, and then the file name. And you can see it's told you the number of every single line. Like I said, if you ever want to know more about the options, all you have to do is use the -- help, and it will tell you everything you can do. Okay, and last but not least, pretend we want to do something very complex. Like you can have so many filters, you can use a combination of these commands. Okay, let's carry on from where we left off. So let's look at something a bit more complex. Let's use the cat command to show the last paragraph of a file. So the way I've done it is like this. So I'll run it for you first, and then we'll go through it. So I've created a variable, then I use the cat command, and you can see it showed me the last paragraph, and this is the third paragraph. Let's cross-reference. Yep, and this is the third paragraph. So how did we do it? We use this command here first to create a variable. So var equals $, and then we have the grep, which remember is a pattern that we can use to extract data from a file. Then we use the C option to search for this, which stands for a empty line. So you have line with text, and then you have lines with no text. That's what that represents. And then we have the file that we're searching in, Aaron's new file. So what this is doing, the C, is what's important. It's getting a number. How many empty lines are there in Aaron's new file? Now that integer has been saved to this value called var. So if I show you how that makes sense, we use this thing called echo, which basically shows the result of something. Echo $var, and it will tell you 2. There are 2 empty lines. 1, 2. And we've used that value within this cat query. So we're saying we're going to be using Aaron's new file, and then we have this command here, awk, and what we're saying is we're going to use that var value of 2 there. So we're going to assign it here, and we're going to start reading the file, and we've got another variable called found, which we're going to say is 0, and then when it's found an empty line, we're going to increment that value found. So it equals 0, it will see the first line, and then 0 will found will equal 1, and then it will go through it again, and it will see the second line, and then found will equal 2. So what we're saying is, if found is equal to var, which we know is 2 because we've assigned it here, print the contents of the file. And as you can see, once it's got 1, it's got 2, now it knows, okay, from here is where I need to print the contents of the file. So just a bit about the awk command. It's a programming language which allows easy manipulation of structured data and the generation of formatted reports. And the actual acronym doesn't stand for anything special, it's just the authors who created it. So a basic example in pseudocode is basically you have your search pattern. Obviously we're searching for empty lines. We have some action to be taken once that pattern has been discovered, and then you print the contents of the file. So it's like a for each, if you like. So I don't know if you guys have done a for each in C# or Java, It's similar to that, and it's also similar to an if statement where you have I equals 0, I plus plus. It's quite similar. So that's how we do that. Okay, let's look at a few other things. We have this command called ifconfig, and all that does is it retrieves all your network connection configurations and settings. Within there, you'll see some headers such as ETH0, and that's basically your LAN connection settings. If you've got more than one Ethernet port, you'll see ETH1, and then you'll see WLAN0, which is your Wi-Fi adapter connection settings. Again, using the grep command, we can retrieve specific data. If you use grep hwaddr, that will retrieve your MAC address. Again, hwaddr just stands for hardware address. We also have something called iproot, and if you use grep default, this will return your default gateway. Let's look at something else called traceroute now. So you'll need to download this because I don't think it will be there on your machine by default. If you just go to App Store here, Ubuntu Software Center, and search traceroute, you'll find it there. It'll be the first option. So if we just run it up, and you can see that there's many options here that you can use with traceroute. There's loads of things. The main thing for it really is to see which route your device is taking to a specific IP address. So if I was to run traceroute bbc.co.uk, it will tell you, what port you're using, or what gateway you're using. The best way to find out is to run it. Obviously, I'm not running these commands on my machine because I like to keep that stuff private. As well as URLs, you can put in IP addresses and it will do the same thing. It will tell you what route it took to get to that IP address. Last but not least, you have this command called top, and this is basically Task Manager but on Ubuntu, so you can review in real time all running processes on your machine. And then you can use commands such as ps, which will get a snapshot of current processes and you can do a report on it. And then you have kill, which you can use to end tasks that are hanging or in a deadlock. So I hope all these videos have helped. This is Aaron Singh, signing out.